Right. Good evening. Hide self view, even though when it's recording, all I can see is myself. I'm going to play it back. I don't want to see myself. I want to see you guys working hard. Who's that coming in late? Do. Oh, where's the thing gone? Oh, it's not just my eyes that are bad. Though they are bad. Oh, okay. George, Jonathan, and Noella. Oh, there we go. Right then. They're all going in. Alana. Better let Alana in. That wasn't easy to see. I need to let Alana in. Don't forget to put your name in if you haven't already. Fred was here. That's a good idea. Got something in your ears there. Is that so you can hear better, Alana? Yeah, you got your earbud in. Good call. Well, if it helps, but be careful it doesn't ping off and then you stand on it. Catherine's in her gym. That looks a bit nifty in there. George, he's ready, rocking and rolling. Well, kicking and blocking. Alex D. Lorcan is here. There's that famous sign again. Right? We'll all have forgotten what it looks like. He just got Lorcan is here. Lorcan is here. He is here. He's in the ether. Are we about ready? Have I put live on that? Aha. Right, Facebook. Catherine's put her name in Facebook. My eyes are getting really bad. Jonathan, is your arm falling off yet? Is it still attached? Yeah? You haven't grown another one? No? Nothing's mutated. Yeah? Good. Still the number of fingers, toes, eyes, checked everything. Yeah. Yeah. Everything accounted for. And nothing extra. Yeah, okay, good. Put the names in Facebook. Good. Right then, well, we'll get a wriggle on. What's that? The comments, the chat. The first video today, whatever time it was, 5:35. So not the Tigers, but the extra one. I went into a bit of detail there about the belts. It doesn't really, well, it applies to colour belts, but I specifically mentioned the grade and shiny side, non-shiny side for black belts. How to tie it so that the shiny side is the right way, but it's the correct knot, and it's even. So even colour belts, red belts, white belts, yellow belts, a lot of you, don't worry about the shiny bit that I'm talking about, but how to tie the belt and get your box knot. It's in the first video, the extra class, the bonus class, all right? So if you wonder how to tie it up properly, correct knot, correct direction, correct method, then you need to go and check out that video. All right, hopefully Jonathan is belt tied properly, I'm sure it is. And Noella's, and Alana's, and George's. Yeah, you're all belt tied up properly. Hurry up, do me. I'm not going to do the star jumps. Well, I might. I've never said that. I might actually. I wasn't going to because I'm feeling a bit fatigued. But let's give it a go. Come on. Star jump. If I can do the way I'm feeling, you can do it. I want to see you working hard though. Looking. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. You could be sitting there with the margarita. I don't know. Bouncing the spot, one arm swinging backwards. Then the other one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Change them forward. Cricket ball. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Change 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And one arm forward, one arm backwards. George, do it properly. Then the other way. Long arms. Then back to the first way. Then the next way. Twisting the hips back. You'll go back to school, and if you've done a lot of classes, you'll be the most coordinated in your class. Imagine ones that have not done any exercise, ones that have not done martial arts, that have not done a taekwondo class. They won't be very coordinated. Forward and back, spot the dog. We're going up and down the body a few times. Up, down, and twisting on it. Come on, get your hands up. Henry, get your hands up, you can move more. Twisting, less of you yapping, more of you moving. Knee up. Whoa, Alex D has found his inner strength again. Good to see. Changing, I don't know how many that was. It's just random at the moment. George, that's not high enough. Not for someone your grade. Changing again. Changing again. Right, rest and watch. There's your belt. You're going to chuggy, kick, 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 kick. You're going to wave in, wave in, kicks. Then outward. More coming wise. And then just bouncing in the spot. Right, quite a few of the higher grades here, but we are going to cover forward direction punch. More as an extension to your warm-up. 준비. 42. 시작. Alana, 10 press-ups. Oh, Leo. Alana, I've asked you to do forward directional punch. Leo, if you give forward directional punch a quick blast. Everyone should finish left hand, left foot. Near there. Who's got the power, who's got the self-control to stay in the proper stance with the belly facing the right way, without moving the hands down, without turning around looking at the wall, and not commenting on anybody else, just focusing on yourself, because you're not the instructor. Paro. Sure. If you've got time to look around the room and look at the bugs on the wall or comment on other people's techniques, then shame on you. Shame on you. Courtesy, the class is this way. Listen, zip it. Second, integrity. Be honest about your own techniques and stop criticizing others. That's my job. Perseverance. Standing still, in position, without moving, for as long as possible, or at least until I say stop. Self-control. Not yak, 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 yak. Self-control, controlling yourself, not others. All right? Not bothered about the rest of it. But those four there, four, yeah. Currency, yes. Integrity, yes. Perseverance, yes. Self-control, yes. Because they all interlink. You need to sort yourselves out. Are you like the top students, or are you the dross that they drag in because they couldn't find anybody else? Or not are you, but what would you rather be? Would you rather be the student that people look at for reference to see how to do it properly, how to behave, the center of someone else's attention for the right reasons, not wandering off in the middle of the class having a conversation with somebody else, and not resting yourself because you need a rest. You don't need a rest, you haven't done anything. You haven't trained yet. You've only started the warm-up. Courtesy, integrity, perseverance, self-control. Right? You can use them within the class frame to do with your warm-up, techniques, patterns, steps, firing, even your theories for fire questions at you. Let's see if you can be a little more regimental towards yourself instead of me getting ratty. I'm tired of being ratty. Getting too old to be ratty. Sometimes it's all right. I don't want to be ratty. Let's see you take charge of your techniques and you take one more, right? To me, you're going to do 4 directional punch. So even that there, George, you're a little bit meh, right? Alana went boom, straight in. George went meh. George isn't normally like that. I think it's just because his hair is too long. Ready? 4 directional punch. Seashell. Accelerating technique. Your hand's got to accelerate. The other hand's got to accelerate as well. I don't mean just the one. Go on, smash the bricks, smash the wood, smash the person. George. Arrow. See, that was a bit better. Some of you. Arrow is here though, just in case you've forgotten. It's not. George is letting the cat in. Right, that was nice of you, George. Jumei, Chunji-tu. Ready. I got your attention. Nobody say Jumei before it, but I had to get your attention. So Jumei means ready. Not this. Man. Yeah, some of you are doing that. Some of you are not in parallel stance, and I'm waiting for parallel stance. So the class has been held up by one person, fidgeting. Chunji, Shizak. With power, like you mean it, like you're smashing a leg, you're smashing the sternum. That's a bit better. Come on, George, smash these techniques in. You've got to move faster because you can't see. Too many punches. You've got to do one more backwards now to make up for it. Come on, you've got to do the next one backwards. Yeah, because you did 3 forwards instead of 2. Yeah? Arrow, step up. I think you did the same last week, George. Arrow. Sure. Now you can pick your nose. All right. The techniques that you're doing for your grade level. What we have? Fourth cut. Okay. Fourth cut is this. I want you to pretend someone's grabbed you already. Just for the argument's sake. Yeah? Just for the... Oh. Hold on. Gerbils have stopped. There we go. Okay, so this one here, 4th cut, I want you to pretend that someone has grabbed you already. Okay? And what you're doing is you're blocking, but I want you to think of it more as a strike. You're hitting their muscle. Right? So they grabbed you and you're going boom! It's almost like a release, but it's a strike at the same time. So you're hitting their muscle for them to let go, and they're that close, you're going to go crack and then bat. Yeah, we know the techniques, but this one, focus on this one. Focus on just the reverse knife hand middle block. The 3rd cups, the same with you in its effort, right? Its effort is that you've got to block someone or maybe even release. Someone's got a hold of your sleeve and get up. And then the next one is going to be this, isn't it? But think about the first one. And on the other side as well, obviously. So you start practicing that now so you get the idea. You can start off slowly, just to get the technique. But when I start, you're going to be going smash. You're going to be giving everything you've got. So that's fourth cups and third cups. You can start now, Henry. I've just told you what you can do. You can start now. Second cups. Second cups, I want you to do the pushing block. So from there, the first move is push, isn't it? What you're focusing on is the timing, the foot, the hand, and the breathing. But the breathing isn't at the end. It's all the way through. Because you're pushing someone, you're making contact with someone over a long period, and you need this tightened up. You need this tightened up so you move, push. Okay? Just that, we'll try it on both sides, obviously. It's a technique for both sides. First cup, you're going sang song kalamaki. First cup, sang song kalamaki. And first degree, you're going to do the kwange. You're going to try and lock it, hold it for a bit longer than you normally would, and yes, do it on both sides. You don't know what side you're going to get arrested on. Right? Arrested? What is it? So try it on both sides. It's the snapping action and the control. Snap and control. That's it. Yeah, a little bit of a wobble. There will be on the foreign side, that's for sure. So practice over and over again for a little bit longer, and then we're going to do it by numbers. First degree loken from kwange. Smack, round, and also other side. It's the acceleration for everybody here, even the pushing block. It's about accelerating. It's about going from 0 to max in a short space as fast as possible, doing as much damage as you can to the opponent. Or at least a successful technique. We'll do a few more and then we're going to do it by numbers so I can see everybody. All right. Go to the spot where you're going to start. Will be the back of the room. It won't be for first degrees. It'll be in the centre of the room really, because you're not going to travel anywhere. You're just going to go tick tock. First cups, you're going to go on the spot. You're going to do tick, and then you're going to do top. Yeah. Here, jumbe top. Jumbe tick. Jumbe top, etc. Right. So that's for Lorcan and Catherine. When you're doing technique, it's about acceleration. You breathe in, you breathe out. By numbers. Jumbe, ready, stance. And that could be here for second cups. Doesn't matter. Ready? And you do it as fast as possible, George. Like lightning. Set. The whole thing broken. The whole thing. Yeah? Neck. It's a wobbly one. If you get as far as you can go, then go backwards. Two. For fourth cups, let me say it again. Fourth cups, all you're doing is reverse knife hand, middle block. For third cups, all you're doing is middle inner forearm block, in L stance. That's all you're doing just now, but the sequence will be, in a second, the rest of the movements. Okay? Barrow, step up. So you're only doing one move for everybody. That's one, that's one, that's one, that's one, that's one. Ready? Jumbe. First move or first step. Too slow, George, and I'll show you why. You were here and you went open, cross, and then locked. So you slowed it down too much because you went open first. I've never done that. I've never shown anybody that because it's not correct. I've always said cross the hands is the first thing that you do for the block. Yeah? Cross the hands and go. Punch is loading fire. So there's no open first. Try it again so we can do the second one for everybody. George? Okay. Two. That's it. So the next one. Hana. So first degrees just go straight to there. After somebody and I go Hana, usually go dum, ba, tul. You have a proper L stance. If you do an L stance, your L stance half facing. You shouldn't be side facing or front facing. So it won't be like this, and it won't be like this. Yeah, it's half facing. And reverse knife hand block. Your fingertips are as high as your shoulder, and for middle inner forearm block, your knuckles are as high as your shoulder. Palm pushing block as high as your chest. One more. Enough. Parallel. Sure. All right, so we're going to add movements now. Fourth cups. All you're going to do on one count. 1, 2, 3. Now, when you go to do the next one, you can just spin round and do it that way. And on the next one, just spin round. You can do it like the pattern. And the same for third cups. The third cups, you're going to go inner forearm, then 2, and up. And then the next one's going to be on the other side. And the next one's going to be stepping across. So you can just go across to the other side. So that's fourth and third. Second, you're going to do the punch. So from here if you want, here. Okay, that's it. No 2 punches. I want to break the habit because some of you didn't want to do. So it's just on one count, you're going to go 1 punch. 2. 6. Okay, that's what you'll do. First cup, Sangsong Kalmaki, then Apterigi in walking stance. This one's the opposite reaction, not a block. Right? This is the strike, this is the reaction hand. So in one count, you're going to go Sangsong Kalmaki, then Songkala Apterigi. First degree, where do we get to? 1. And from here, snap out, yeah. Come round, then the next one, pull. I want you to go back to here. And then the next one is doing on the other side. And then next, is that somebody trying to get in? I can't remember. Then next, you're going to do the same thing as you just did. That one and that one. Okay? Does that make sense? So Hana, oh, I can't do that. Hana. And then tool. Hopefully that makes sense. What variations there are. Ready? First move. I'm getting hungry now. Hungry but not hungry. Just hungry. Pinna! George, you weren't ready. 10 press up. Alana's done press ups as well. She disappeared there. 2. L stance, walking stance for the first cups. Set. So you're going to do all 3 techniques in for fourth cups. Fourth cups are going to go 1, 2 on 1 count, and third cups on 1 count. Yeah, on 1 count. Hana. Try and do it like a taekwondoist though, not Mr. Blobby. Right, or Mr. Jello. You've got to, at the very beginning, when I said, I am getting angry now, because someone's just done that to me. When we start the class, I'm saying you have to put acceleration in these techniques, you have to move fast. And now you're putting 2 or 3 things together, the power's gone out the window. Why? Is it too much effort for your brains and your bodies? It shouldn't be. You should be well practiced in these now. Hana! So whoever's not trying hard now, it's registered in my brain already. And the previous classes, and the previous one, and the previous one. It's all in here. So you're not making a very good impression by not trying hard. You're making a bad impression. When I think about you and Taekwondo, I'm not going to have a good opinion. So when it comes to doing a test, you're not going to be on the list because you can't bother. That's the bottom line. That's what I'm getting at. If I haven't said it in a way that's registered yet. Yeah? If you're not trying hard, it sits in my brain. It's one of the few things that I do remember. How people behave in Taekwondo classes. Yeah? Not just my classes. Let's try it on the other side. Right, so there's 2 people in that one there. 1, 2, that's 2 people that registered false positives, right? Set! Wow, George, that was awesome. Made up for the last one. Neck! Always go backwards as well. That's excellent, Alex D. Yeah, backwards on that one. Impressed. Hana! It's harder for the black belt for this particular set that he's doing because it's boring. I'm bored thinking about it. But it's something you have to practice because it's the acceleration of that one. Boom! And it's the difference, boom! Different type of acceleration for the Po-1. Kwange versus Po-1. And don't put anything in the comments just now. I'm not going to read them. Yeah? If you're filming the camera and the sound, that's fine, but I'm not going to read any comments just now. Unless I ask for them, I'm not going to read them. So save that, right? Next move. Hana! That's nice and strong, Jonathan. But the first block, remember, just keep the fingertips up higher because it's dropping. Everybody does this. It's because of the third technique, which is this, even though it's the other hand. Everybody starts off doing this one as this. Yeah? Everybody. No exception I've ever seen. Probably even me. I don't know. I can't remember how that. So the first one is fingertip shoulder, and the third one is obviously elbow level. Yeah, exactly. It's that one. But the brain doesn't sequence them in 1, 2, 3. It goes 3 straight away. Even though this is 1, it's done 3 straight away. Yeah, the level. So it's just the brain has to process different parts of what you're doing. And if there's 2 or 3 things, it jumbles it up a little bit. It's just the way our brain processes stuff. Let's try another one. This is George's best side. Oh no, that's George. No, I'll take that back. That was terrible. We'll do it again, George. The last one you did on that side was excellent. Go on, smash it. Boom. That's better. That's how it should be every single time. Power steps up. Right? So the black belts can rest. Sure. That one is horrible. It's one of those that it's so dull, your brain starts wandering. But you need them in your training to keep you focused. That's why so many masters and grandmasters, you see them wandering around having little chats with each other because they haven't got the concentration, they haven't got the respect either. Yeah, they haven't got respect for the person who's taking the class to shush and listen to what they're saying and have their own little conversation. Don't you be like that. You focus on what's happening. You'll pick up more and yours will be a higher level. Take one than the other person have a little matter. Okay, you're going to do a 4-directional block. This is just a break, right? To take you out of that, I want you to go 4-directional block. This is a test, though. like everything I give you, it's a test. So I want you to pass this test. That's all I'm saying, right? Four-directional block. To me, or Saju Maki. George. Yeah, concentrate. Sija. George, your right foot goes back first. Nearly there. All right, arrow, step up. So some of you passed, some of you failed. How did I pass? How did I fail? Well, the whole lesson from the very first sentence after the bout was about the acceleration, the speed, the power. I'm pretty sure. You could do the replay and find out. But it's about smashing the technique out, breaking the person's arm or snapping their arm off the grip that they've got on you, stopping their punch or their kick, stopping them from hitting you. It's a race. I've said to the class before, right? If I've got a ball, whether it be a football, a tennis ball, let's play rounders. Yay! Right? You're going to see this ball. Whee! That was nice, isn't it? I can hit that. Boom! Here's a baseball. How many of you ducked and flinched? That there, that's not going to be nice. That's going to be coming at you as fast as possible. No restriction on the speed other than what the person can fling at you. They won't be thinking, oh, I can't hit them too hard. They'll be thinking, this, that, smashy, smashy. I'm going to knock your face off. I'm going to kick your head in. That's the kind of stuff you get when you get thugs attacking you. There's a few other added words in there, but you get the point. I'm going to kick your head in. I'm going to smash your face in. That's what they say to you. So they're not trying to tickle you. They're not moving so slow that you'll catch it, dodge it, blow it away. It's not coming next week. It's coming now. Their fist or their foot or their head is arriving imminently. In the quickest time possible, they can get it to you. So your blocks, your dodges, your counter strikes have to reflect that. They can't be done softly. You can't afford to practice in class softly. You don't have anybody attacking you unless we do step sparring. Oh, and then we're wearing padded arms and padded feet. You haven't got the luxury of that, padding, or traffic lights telling you when they're going to hit you. Kia! Kia! Boom! Yay! I loved it. All right? Sparring's the closest. You get someone hitting you, again with sparring gear on, but they're not trying to hold back. They're trying to move fast. They know they need to move fast. You know you need to move fast to get a point to win. So take that into your patterns and take that into your techniques when we're doing 4 up, 4 down in the line drills. Your step sparring is the same when you've got sparring gear on or you've warned the person. Why you be nice to that person? You're not doing them a favor. I'm not doing you a favor by punching you over there to stop my fist hitting your nose. If you're stupid enough, and I'm using that language, if you're stupid enough, being warned, being in the environment, knowing what we're all doing, you knowing the sequences, I've just told you what I'm going to do and I'm going, and you get a punch in the nose because you're too slow. Well, sorry, you need to speed up a bit, don't you? And concentrate and focus on what's happening in the class. Stop dreaming about something else that's happening outside. And pizza. This is a combat school protecting you or helping you protect yourself from someone hitting you. So you have to put yourself in that mind that someone's trying to hit you, even in your patterns. You're going to do your pattern now, and I want to see you absorb what I just said, that critique I've just given, right? You've got to absorb that now and show me your pattern. Black belts can choose either of the, well, either, that's only two, but three, you've got three to choose from. Everybody else, you're going to do your own grade, and I want to see you do what I'm telling you to do. That is, win the fight. That's the end. That's the bottom line. Even your pattern, it's imaginary opponents, but you've got to imagine someone's attacking you. If you don't, you won't learn to move fast, and you won't learn to move accurately at high speed with balance and power. Because as soon as you do have to move fast and smash someone in the nose, if you haven't practiced that, then you're not going to win. You'll fall over, you'll miss, you won't hit hard enough, you'll injure yourself. Then you'll be in the ambulance next to the person you might have hit, if you're lucky enough. If you're lucky enough to have hit them. Yeah? Pals to the hospital. So, are you going to win this or not? You've got to say to yourself, I'm going to win this, I'm going to show my best techniques, I'm going to rip this person out of the mouth. That's me being polite. To me! That was too slow. Henry, too slow. Even that, there's no self-discipline. You should be straight in there. Close, ready, stance. Seizure. Come on, the power in every single technique. Don't just step through the pattern. You're not just stepping through the pattern. You are defending yourself. A few patterns going here. Jungun, Tiki, Barang, Chungu, Kwange. I'm not sure what Lorcan's doing. I'm guessing he's doing 4-1 because he likes it. But he might be doing Kwange, I don't know. So who's online? Who's well, you're on Zoom. Yeah. Is anybody else doing a replay? You've got to put the maximum effort into these techniques. Okay. Barrow. Sure. You're in the army now, as the song goes. Yeah? You're in the army where you won't get killed. Well, who's to say someone won't attack you and hurt you badly? That's the bottom line. You're here for the fun, yeah? You're here for the exercise, but how many of you, well, let's make it simple. Put your hand up if you're not here for the self-defense. Nobody put their hand up. Yeah? Nobody put their hand up. So you're all here for the reasons, including or solely self-defense. Whether it be more than one thing, everybody here is for the self-defense element of what I'm teaching. And this is just a scratch of the surface. I can teach you more. I can teach you more than Taekwondo. I can teach you more Taekwondo also. But you have to know the syllabus. And the quicker you learn the syllabus, the quicker we can get on to other things. Obviously, when we get a place with maths, I can start throwing you around. Yeah? Or pinning you to the ground. You can start pinning each other to the ground when we're allowed to be closer together. When we've all got a passport. Right? Now, if you are just talking about Taekwondo, it is a self-defense system. It is self-defense. You can use it to defend yourself. But you've got to be able to train at a level that will be sufficient. At the moment, you're not really. Some of you are trying, but some of you can try harder. You can. I think you need to video yourself. Video yourself, not when you're feeling bright and breezy, having a wonderful day. Probably video yourself when you're having a rubbish day. Do your taekwondo, whether it be a pattern or step sparring, just something short, video it, watch yourself, and give yourself a mark out of 20. Not 10, because that's easy. No. Give yourself a mark out of 20. I don't mean to double it. Well, if it was 10, I'd do 9, so it's 18. Right? If you're going to do that, then make it out of 100. You need to be honest with yourself as well. Are you doing? You're not instructed, so it's going to be difficult for you. But honestly, you can say to yourself, I'm not really trying there, or I'm trying quite hard there, or I tried so hard, I thought my arm was going to shoot off. Yeah? Some of you can. Some of you can honestly say that. I'm trying so hard. Oh, feel that. Oh, 2 days later or something, or even tonight, you go home. I feel it. When I'm putting in effort, I will feel it on the same night. It feels like my arms are sprouting. Yeah, not the vaccine. I'm talking about your muscles work hard. It feels like trying to break out the skin. All right? When you get to that point, you know you've worked hard, you know you've worked fast, you know you're putting in power for the techniques. So try again. You can choose any pattern you want this time, right? Black belts, choose a different one. So Lorcan, sorry, I think so message from you there, but I can't read it just now. Do another pattern. Black belts as well, do another pattern. You're going to choose, and what you choose wisely, right? Jumbi! Let's see. Let's see, I'm going to move again because these lights are... Ready? Sisha! Move around so the lights will switch on. Decent. Yeah, you need to be quicker with that kick, Leo. Quicker with the kick. Here, in, straight in. Eyes up. Looking at the ground doesn't help. Getting the hang of that, George. Much better. Yeah. Just checking your stance there, Catherine. Yeah. Knees, please, you can bend them more and push them out further, I think. Sitting stance. And then Jonathan's going to do one more. Leo's just finished. A hand. Twinkie for. Boom. Okay, okay. Arlo, step up. Oh, I check the time. Well, that's we've got time. Good. Sure. So some of you chose the same pattern. Some of you chose the same pattern. That's all right. That's fine if you wanted to. I understand why, because that's my grade, and I want to learn it, and I want to pass the test. But you're going to have to do the patterns in the test as well. If I say damn good, you'll have to do damn good, not ding dong. Yeah? Not toi chi. You're going to have to do what I asked you to do. I'm going to ask you now to do Chun-Ji. You're all going to do Chun-Ji. I'm going to step it up for the black belts because I want the black belts to do Quebec, right? But we're going to go up the grades. But everyone starts on Chun-Ji. Jumbi. Make sure you've got enough room. With Chun-Ji, you need a cross. You need, like, you're in the center of a cross plus an extra step. All right? If you can get away with that. Don't stand against the wall. Ready? Chun-Ji, two. Shisha. Come on, Leo. He's awful slow today. Nice strong techniques. So this is the easiest one for everybody because you're that far up the grade. Hopefully you did that right, George. You're that far up the grade scale now. This should be a doddle. This should be. I'd like not to say this should be a best pattern, right? For obvious reasons. Barrow. Sure. You're going to do Dangun now, but it's going to be 1 euro for black belts, 1 euro for first degrees. Okay, everybody else Dangun. Jumbi. With this one, you need to be in the back, you need some side room, you need to go across the island, and there has to be some side room on the island before you go back. Right, so make sure you got room. Dangun tour. 1 euro tour. Jumbe. Sijak. You weren't in ready stance again, Henry. It's all going in there. Watching Henry. Sure, yeah, George. This is why you've got to practice all your patterns. Come on, you're good at this one when you can remember it. That's better. 1, 2. High punches for Dangun. High is as high as your eyes for Dangun. High punches. The two lower line. You're doing Dangun, aren't you? Then punches have to be higher. Dangun. 1 euro is L stance. Forearm guarding block. Yeah. Arrow. Show. You can make these. It happens, but what's better? I mean, there's probably a silly question because you can answer it in so many different ways. But if you're going to do our technique, it should be done very, very quickly. 1, because you need to do the person damage and they're trying to hit you. 2, if you mess it up, do the wrong technique, you've got more time to do a technique that's more appropriate. Yeah? If I went to block like this, as they were doing a front kick, I'd have time to react. Here's the assumption that I'm going to block a turning kick or a punch or whatever, or just stepping back and guard, and they've grabbed or kicked or done something else. So move as fast as possible. I'm against that. But anyway, ready, stand. To me, just to confuse the first degrees, we're having Farah next. And everybody else, go stand. Jumbe. Make sure you've got time, this might be the second last one. Henry, are you in ready stance? I think it's the light in your room. Yeah, there you go. Sija. High out of forearm block, middle reverse punch. Then nice hand guarding block, only moving the left leg. Yeah, Sonsung Kuturgi next. It's not a strike, it's Sonsung Kuturgi. Jonathan, don't follow him. That's it. Yeah, back fist 1, back fist 2. George, what this whole lesson that has been about is power. You've taken the power out of this. We're having trouble tonight, aren't we? Huh? Harang is pushing block, single punch, single punch. No double punches, no fast punches, single punch. And then here, twin, 1, 2, 3. Sit. Straight fingertip, then heel turn, nice, turn, nice. Stay still, self-control, get the hands in place, get the eyes looking where you're going. There's no point looking away, that person's still there, maybe you missed them. Maybe there's two of them. Barrow. Sure. What pattern are you doing, George? Can't remember what I asked you to do. Did I ask you to do Dosan? Don't use your feet. I think I asked you to do Dosan, didn't I? Right, next pattern. Kumbi. Black belt. Give it. What was that? Fourth cup. Yogok. Third, basically one below. Yeah, one below, but I'm saying it to help you. I don't know. Yogok for Jonathan. Jungun for fourth cups. Sorry, for third cups. Third cup Jungun. George, you're doing Yogok. Second cups that we're doing Parang, you're now doing 20. Yeah, first cups you're now doing Parang. But first degrees, you're doing Gibek. Ready, stand. Make sure you got enough room. Ready. One below. So the hand comes down here for Jungun. Sija. Yeah, it's sticky, isn't it? You haven't done this for a while. What's that, Logan? I get to round the psychic landing. Okay. Yeah. Just do it again. You've got time. I can't see you. There's no pictures, so I don't know. There's plenty of videos, isn't it? Well, not plenty of videos, but there are videos of the patterns. Quebec, P1, Kange, on the YouTube and on Facebook in the group. Move again before the light switch off. A little look. Bends the knees if you're in stance. L stance, you should be knees bent. Maki. Punching. Just checking the last stances. A couple more people to finish. Barrow. Sure. Right. So that last one there, one. Well, first, that pattern and the ones below, ones that are not your pattern and not your favorite, are not as good, are they? You know that because you've not paid them any attention, right? I bet that the drivers here, 1, 2, 3, 4, there are 4 drivers here, right? We can drive a car, and I've driven a foreign car. I've driven on the left-hand side of a car before, and I've driven on the wrong side of the road in a right-hand driving vehicle as well as a left-handed, right? You know what I'm talking about, adults. You can do it, but as soon as we get to France, the first roundabout off the ferry, and I'm going to wait till there's a car and follow it, right? I can work it out. It's going to take a wee while. So I'll follow that car instead. Hopefully they're not British. Right? And then I go around the roundabout the right way. I think even then showing my hands there. You can do it, but it's a bit, yeah, you have to do it a few more times. Then the second roundabout, the third roundabout, it's a doddle. It's a piece of cake. You can do it. Then the youngsters won't know what I'm talking about. But your pattern, navigating your patterns. If I asked you now to do your pattern the wrong way around, either last move first, or I'm not going to, don't worry, Noella's going, oh God, right? Go right instead of left. You would struggle. You would struggle doing that. And I can do all sorts of other things, concoct lots of ideas to make your brain go, right? All I'm asking you to do is your pattern, strong, power, with balance, obviously. You've got to try and do it to the max every single time, because you're only here for 55 minutes. It's not a killer. It's not like I'm asking you to do 100-ton squats, even not squats, or 1,000,000 press-ups or anything like that. I'm asking you to do your patterns at full power. I want you to leave the class and go, oh, I did that, right? Yeah. I've got muscles on muscles now. Not go, oh, I didn't like that, it was boring. It was boring because you didn't try. It was boring because you didn't put any effort in. Here or here, your muscles, your brain and your body, they've got to be pushed. It's called overload. Overload. You overload your muscles in the gym if you want them to increase in size, or overload the muscles in a stretch so they'll elongate a bit further and give you more flexibility. You have to read a book that's above your level. So you learn new words and new structures and sentences and apostrophe. What's that? What's the semicolon used for? And why is it saying there instead of there instead of there? Right? Spelling, reading. You're exerting more effort upon your brain and your body, so you overload the system so it becomes greater. Right? So you've got to remember that when you're doing taekwondo, and anything really, but I'm saying taekwondo because that's what I'm teaching you. But you'll have to overload everything that you do to become better. Not too much. I don't mean overload with lemonade. Yeah, adults. Lemonade. Don't overload with lemonade. Your belly gets bigger. Right? But overloading your exercise, you're exercising your brain, and you're exercising your body. I think that's time. I've probably got over. I'm getting shouted at, and my man with the torch is coming around. So next class is Thursday. Next week we're allowed out to play. Monday in Borden, Tuesday in Alton, Thursday in Alton, Friday at home, Saturday in Borden. And that's temporary just now. I've got to read all the stuff. Sometimes it will change, sometimes it won't. But in general, we're outside for March. When it comes to April, there are 2 dates. The first date, we are allowed children indoors classes, but not adults. Go figure. Boris on his vendor. And then the second day after that will be adult indoor classes are permitted. Right? Noelle is either stretching or celebrating, I'm not sure. But Leo's going up, hey! But we'll have classes outdoor, and yes, even if it's pouring and rain, yes, it is April next week, or the week after, or whatever, right? Yes, April's coming, but I'm going to be here. I've hired the place, so I'll see you. And yeah, I'll see you. Take one. I will see you next class. See you Thursday. Go and enjoy your lemonades, but not too many. Don't overload. Cheerio. Well done. And hashtag replay. It's frozen again. Folks, it's the end of the video. I think it froze, unfortunately. I don't know how long it froze for. If you do a hashtag replay on this, just let me know how many minutes you got out of this, or when it did freeze, basically. It's counting away 59 minutes, 14 seconds, but I think there's a chunk there that was missing. I can upload the video from Zoom. But if you let me know, hashtag replay, don't forget to put your name in. I will see you next class.